Look. XC value is 21.2 ohms. Are you getting this value 21.2 ohms? XC value?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The unit of XL and XC is ohms. The unit of R is ohms. See the diagram? The unit of R is in ohms. If you want to convert into L value into ohms, you have to determine XL. Similarly, if you want to convert C value into ohms, XC unit is ohms. Okay, XL unit is ohm. XC unit is ohms. And formulas for reactance. XL and XC are the reactances. XL is the inductive reactance. XC is the capacitive reactance. Now we'll see the Z value, impedance. I don't know why blurring is coming. Okay, that is the entire thing. Now, what is the formula for Z? Z is equal to
R plus Z.
R plus
JXL.
for inductance it is plus J. For capacitance it is minus J. Z is equal to R plus J XL minus J XC. Now see here, Z is equal to R plus J into XL minus XC. Z is equal to R plus J into, for inductance it is plus, for capacitance it is minus. Okay. Now it is clearly visible, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now what is R value?
20. 20.
What is XL?
62.8.
62.8. What is XC?
21.2.
What is the difference of these two? This is your impedance of the circuit. This is the total impedance of the circuit. We have considered all the things R, XL and XC. Okay, because the unit of R is ohm, the unit of XL is ohms, unit of XC is also ohms. R, XL and XC all are in ohms. We should not take L and C here. We have to take XL and XC while determining. And the unit of impedance is also ohms. Unit of impedance is also ohms. This is the impedance. Convert this to polar form. In exam, sometimes they will ask to determine the impedance in polar. This is in Cartesian form, A plus JB. This is in Cartesian form. Now convert it to polar form. Take your calculator.
R 41.15. Theta 64.3.
R value
4.3. Theta.
magnitude
46.15.
46.15. That is 46 point, approximately it is 46.2. Angle is
64.32.
that is your impedance. That is your impedance, Z. Now in the problem, read the problem. What else he is asking?
Power factor. Active power, reactive power.
And he is asking why.
Yes.
Why is called one second. See here. Write down. Z is equal to R plus Jx. Z can be taken as inverse of admittance. Y is equal to 1 by Z. R is equal to 1 by G. Or G is equal to 1 by R. Write down these formulas. Y is, what is the unit of Y? What is the
Ohms.
unit of Siemens? Inverse of ohm. See that? Inverse of ohm is Siemens. Okay. This is ohm. This is Siemens. Inverse of impedance, inverse of ohms is Siemens. See, impedance is ohm, admittance is Siemens. Y is equal to 1 by Z. G, what is G? What is G? I don't know why blurring is coming. 1 minute. Okay. What is called G? Conductance. Right down. G is called conductance. G is called conductance. B is called susceptance. B is called susceptance. Is there any doubt in the formula?
No, sir.
Okay. Now these in exam they'll ask for 2 marks. What is admittance? You have to write inverse of impedance. So conductance G is equal to 1 by R. Inverse of resistance is conductance. Inverse of reactance is, what is inverse of reactance?
Conductance.
No, I'm asking inverse of reactance. X is called reactance. X is called the reactance. What is that?
Susceptance.
Susceptance.
Susceptance. B is called susceptance. Inverse of reactance is susceptance. Inverse of resistance is G, conductance. Inverse of impedance is admittance. See the units for Y, Siemens. For G also Siemens. For B also Siemens. But for Z it is ohm.
Sir, X what? Sir? What is it, sir?
X is called reactance. X is called reactance. That X may be XL or XC. That X may be XL or XC. X is called reactance. See in the above problem, in this problem, see in this problem, this XL, here X is equal to X is equal to XL minus XC. X is equal to XL minus XC. Suppose if XL is greater than XC, X is positive. Suppose if XC is greater than XL, what is
X
X?
is
X is negative. Okay. Suppose if XL is greater than XC, XL is greater than XC, your imaginary part is positive. X is positive. Suppose if XC is greater than XL means your X is negative. Your imaginary part is negative. X is called net reactance. X is called net reactance. Your net reactance is X is equal to XL minus XC. X is called net reactance. XL minus XC. Now, in the problem, what he is asking?
value of I. Y.
Admittance. He is not asking susceptance, conductance, all these things. Now tell me, what is the value of 1 by 46.2? 1 by 46.2.
0.021.
If angle comes to numerator, it will be minus. If in the denominator angle is there, if it comes to numerator, it become minus. Minus 64.32. This is in polar form. And the unit of admittance is Siemens. Unit of admittance is Siemens. Now convert this to rectangle form. In exam, they may ask him to write the answer Y in Cartesian form or rectangle form. Now I want to convert this polar to rectangle form. In your calculator, we are having REC. Shift REC. Take. Now I am converting this polar to rectangle form. Take your calculator. In your calculator, we are having REC. You see?
So X
Is it there?
equals to 9.36. Y equals
Which one?
to minus 0.
Okay. What is the 1 minute I am writing? In your textbook, they have not given rectangle form. You tell me the answer. I will write. Tell me what is X value?
X equals to 9.360241 into 10 to the power of minus 3.
9.36 into 10 power minus 3.
Y
Next, minus
Yes,
J.
sir.
minus 0.01.
0.01. 0.01,
9466.
0.01946.
66532 like that.
And you tell me 3 digits after decimal.
0194.
0.019.
X value 10 power minus 3. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. This is in the Cartesian form. This is the Cartesian form or rectangle form. Now I have converted the polar to rectangle form. Again, blurring is coming. One minute. Okay. Suppose if you are having doubt whether this answer is correct or not, again convert this rectangle to polar form. You have to get this answer. Just I'm showing here. In exam, there is no need to again convert. But for your understanding, again I am converting. See. Convert it to polar form and see whether you are getting this answer or not. 0.0216. Take POL. Convert this rectangle to polar. Just for verification only. For your understanding purpose. POL 9.
Yes, sir. Coming, sir.
Okay. If you convert into polar form, you have to get 0.0216 at an angle minus 64.32. So this is the way how to convert the rectangle to polar and polar to rectangle. In exam, you write the answer in both in rectangle form and polar form. Okay.
Sir, it's blurred, sir.
1 minute. No, why so many times it is coming blur. If I write small letters, it is coming blur, I think. Okay, anyway, you take POL, take this value, comma, minus that value, you have to get rectangle form. Any doubt in how to convert rectangle to polar and polar to rectangle?
No, sir, no.
No,
So
sir.
you should have the calculator. If you are not having calculator, it becomes difficult for you for solving these problems. Okay, that is the admittance. We have determined the admittance now. See here, in Z we have got some angle phi. In Z, see, we have already determined Z. In Z we got 64.32. That is called phi. Why I am taking this as phi means why the write a note, NOT, note. Whatever the angle you are getting for Z, madam, whatever the angle we are getting for Z, whatever the angle we are getting for Z, whatever the angle you are getting for Z, take that as phi. Take that as phi. Take that as phi. Why means phi is the angle in between voltage and current. I have already told you when I am drawing the phasor diagram. Phi is the angle in between voltage and current. Again, phi is the angle in between voltage and current. Z is equal to V by I. So in Z we are having both voltage and current, and phi is the angle in between voltage and current. That's why I have told one note point. Whatever the angle we are getting for Z, that can be taken as the phi. Or phi is all right on next point, next note point. Phi is called power factor angle. 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 Now I will determine the power factor. Power factor is equal to
Cos
cos phi. Cos 64.32.
0.43.
43.
0.43. It is lagging or leading? Is it lagging or leading?
Lagging.
Okay. Why it is lagging? How can I say it is lagging?
Positive.
Because XL is greater than XC. See in your problem, your XL is greater than XC. If XL is greater than XC, that is inductive circuit. Inductance is more positive. Suppose if XC is greater than XL, then your power factor is
Capacity.
capacitive. Circuit is capacitive. Power factor is leading. Please remember, if XL is greater than XC, your power factor is lagging. If you want to write note point, you can write. If XL is greater than XC, power factor is lagging. If XL is greater than XC, power factor is lagging. Next point, if XL is less than XC, power factor is leading. Power factor is leading. Your power factor is leading. Here I want to tell one thing. Your power factor lies in between 0 and 1. Remember, your power factor always lies in between your power factor lies in between 0 and 1. Actually, this is not related to your problem, what I am telling now. Suppose if cos phi is equal to 1. Generally, cos phi will not be equal to 1. Suppose if cos phi is approximately equal to 1, then in your house, your power quality is good. There will be no fluctuations in the power in your house. Because your power factor is very good. If it is approximately 1 means it is very, very good. If power factor is greater than 0.5, the quality of power we are getting in your house is good. Then what do you mean by that? Means there will be no fluctuations in the power. Sometimes we are getting fluctuations in the power. Sometimes the fan will rotate very slow due to low voltage. That type of low voltage, those things will not be there. If power factor is approximately equal to 1, if cos phi is approximately equal to 1, or if it is greater than 0.5, your power quality is very, very good. Generally, your power factor is 0.9 in your house. Generally, power factor in our houses is approximately equal to 0.85 to 0.9. That is a very good quality power you'll get in your house. Suppose if your power factor is less than 0.5, then low voltage will come. Sometimes fuse will blow out. Sometimes lights will blow out. Like that, these things will happen. That is the importance of power factor. So the power factor has to be maintained in the substations, in transformers. Near your house, you are having transformers. power factor, they have to maintain minimum 0.9, 0.85, 0.85 to 0.9. If it is going below that, sometimes your transformer's coil also will burn out. Why? Means power factor is not good. That is the meaning of power factor. Okay, that is the significance of the power factor. If power factor is less than 0.5, almost it is waste. Your power quality is very bad. Power quality is not good. That is the meaning of power factor. Until now, we are discussed so many problems and so many problems. Power factor, power factor. This is power factor. Okay. Okay. We'll go to the next. Next, what is asking in the problem?
Active power.
Reactive power.
What is active power?
I
P.
square R. Sorry.
P. P is equal to I square R.
I
Or VI cos phi. What is the unit of P?
Watts.
Watts. Next, he is asking active power and
Reactive power.
reactive power. Q. The unit of Q is see here, the unit of Q is VAR, volt amp reactive. Why reactive means X? The unit of X is the X is called reactance. X is called reactance. Here I am taking X because in your circuit you are having XL and XC. I will take the net reactance. If in your circuit only inductance is there, we will take XL. In your circuit, if only capacitance is there, we will take XC. But in your circuit, you are having both L and C. So I will take the net reactance here. I square X. X is equal to XL minus XC. X is equal to XL minus XC. Or we take VA sin phi. In your problem, I don't know the I value. Do you know I value?
No.
No,
Have they
sir.
given I value? No.
Not.
You have to calculate the I value. How will you calculate the I value?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Okay. In your problem, is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir. Audible.
In your problem, I is not given. We have to determine I, because in this formula we want I value. How we will get I value?
Z equals to V by I.
Z is equal to V by I. That means I is equal to V by J. I is equal to V by J. What is V given in the problem?
120. 230.
120?
230.
230? Okay.
230.
230 divided by Z. Z is 46.2. When you write down note, write down one note. When you are doing multiplication and division, write down. When you are doing multiplication and division, when you are doing multiplication and division, take polar form. Take polar form. When you are doing multiplication and division, take polar form. Why you will take polar form? The calculation will become easy. If you take multiplication and division polar form, the calculations will be easy. Write down next point. If it is addition and subtraction, write down. If it is addition and subtraction, if it is addition and subtraction, take rectangle form. Take rectangle form. Take rectangle form. Okay. Now tell me what is the value of 230 by 46.2?
4.97.
4.97. In your textbook, they are giving it as 4.98. 4.98 at an angle minus 64.32. Okay, this is the value of current. Current magnitude is 4.98. Remember, magnitude is 4.98. If angle comes to numerator, it becomes minus. Now the magnitude is 4.98. Now calculate the value of P. What is R value?
20.
20. One minute. Next, one more formula is VI cos phi. V is 230. I is 4.98. Cos 64.32.
$496 point.
See, I am not taking the angle here. For current, I am not taking the angle. Listen here. Here phi is the angle in between voltage and current. Listen. Cos phi. Here phi is the angle in between voltage and current. Again, there is no need to take the angles for voltage and current here. Phi is the angle in between voltage and current. There is no need to take the angle for voltage and current. Okay, that's why for current and voltage, I am not taking the angles. I am taking only the magnitude. I am taking only. So any doubt in the, okay. Any doubt in the calculation? Please remember, while calculating the power, I am not taking the angle here. See, 4.98 only I am taking. Magnitude. Here also magnitudes. Y means phi is the angle in between voltage and current. This phi is the angle in between voltage and current. Remember that. And next, calculate Q value. We are having two formulas, I square X. X is called net reactance, or VI sin phi. Net reactance. Substituting the formula, I square X or VA sin phi. We have to get the same answer. 1031 VAR, volt amp reactance. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, that's all about the problem. Suppose in the problem he is asking for S value. If he is not asking, suppose if he asks S value, S is equal to VI or I square Z. The unit of S is volt ampere. Unit of S is volt ampere. If he is not asking, but if you ask S value, formula for S is I square Z or VI, you will get the answer. Okay. Okay, that's all about the problem. I'll stop here because if I start the next problem means it will take more time.
Sir, one doubt.
Tell me.
Sir, resistance is
Tell me.
directly proportional to voltage, no, sir.
Okay, okay. Resistance is directly proportional to. See here, what you are telling is V is equal to IR. What you
Yes,
are
sir.
telling is V is equal to IR. R is directly proportional to V. And the formula, one more formula is there for resistance. R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A. Rho is called resistivity. Rho is called resistivity. L is the length of the conductor. Conductor means wire. Okay. L is the length of the conductor. A is the area of the conductor. That conductor may be wire. Okay. R is called R is called resistance. Rho is called resistivity of the material. Rho is called resistivity of the material. Suppose if your wire is made up of copper, the copper one resistivity is there, rho value is there. Suppose if you take aluminum wire, for aluminum one resistivity is there, rho, one value is there. Suppose if you take bronze, for bronze wire, the rho value is different. Rho is called resistivity of the material. Whatever the material you are taking, whether it is copper, bronze, aluminum, steel, whatever it may be. Every material is having some resistivity value. Okay. Rho is called resistivity of the material. L is called length of the conductor. Okay. And A is the area of the conductor. Now tell me, resistance is inversely proportional to which one?
Area of cross.
Area of the conductor. I think this is your doubt, I think. Okay. What is your doubt? You can tell me now. Any doubt? Okay. This is Ohm's law, first one.
Sir, you given that in material directly proportional to A, sir.
No, it is wrong, I think.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Because rho is directly proportional to A. R is inversely proportional to A. Resistivity is directly proportional to A. Bring this A to this side. This rho is directly proportional to A. Resistivity is directly proportional to A, not resistance. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in first unit, star delta networks, you have to read it, sir.
Star delta networks? Not getting.
No
Tell me.
need, sir. No need, sir. Want to read, sir, for exam.
You have to read because star delta networks they'll give in the exam. They'll give any star network. I had done problems also in star delta networks.
Yes, sir. You told.
One thing you remember, in first unit, star delta conversion is there. But in the second or third unit, I think, star delta net, three-phase star and delta problems are there. So in first unit, we are having how to convert star to delta network and delta to star network. But in the second unit, same star delta networks are there, but those star delta networks are related to three-phase. In second unit, I'll explain those problems. Then you will get the clear idea how to use this star delta network for three-phase connection. Until now, we are discussing only single phase. Single phase means one phase and neutral will be there. When we come to three phase, you can understand. Until now, we have not completed the single phase. And also series and parallel circuits, we have not completed. Just now I had started the series circuit, RLC. And two series circuits connection, how all those things in coming classes we will see. Okay, once if we complete the second unit, then you can see the assignment questions, what I have given, long questions and chat. It will be very clear.
Okay.
I will cover all the topics. Okay. Okay, I will take the attendance now. Wait for some time.
So 15, sir, absent.
Only 15.